All right, everybody. Hello. I'm back. It's been, again, it seems like these get further and further apart in terms of getting things done. But this has come quite a ways. And I'm kind of happy with the way it's looking. So I did think about this shadow here and how it should kind of be on the stairs. But what I did accidentally, kind of, is I put the ghost's legs in place. And let me turn off the lights for a second. So you can kind of, I don't know if this will work. It's not working. The lights that are normally, if you see, there is the shadow shows up right there. If light's coming from this way, there is no other shadow down there. There is on the floor. But if I move it, because in the box art, his foot is more over here. And it makes a huge difference. So, oh, hello. It makes a huge difference. And I think what I might do is fill this hole in and move his foot. But I got to test it with that. So that's where we're at. Going to do some little I'm going to put this aside for that. Let me get the lights back on. So how's it going, Marcus? You're alive. It's a good thing. So what I might end up doing that and just twist it. The only problem is, let me see, is if I put this here, the only problem is it doesn't fit with his hand on the wall because his hand kind of has to be there. So I'm going to kind of ignore that shadow doesn't work. Oh, now I got 2 former students on here. Look at that. So doing that, and I'm going to let this sit for a bit. So I wanted to move on because it's been all 6 of these videos so far have been just the base, which isn't done, but I want to kind of move away from that for a second. So I figured tonight I would work on just the owl that goes in the front of the base. It's good to hear you're good. So this image, let me just pop this up again. So the owl, you can see the owl kind of, it's blue. It's got a lot of the same shadowy colors that the rest of the shadow parts have, the blues and the slight, there's some greens in there too because of the yellow. And then the top of his head is reddish brown to match the wall. And then the sides of it are have a lot of yellow in there, which means the back of it would look a lot like the reds and oranges. So I don't know quite how I'm going to do this yet. So we're going to kind of focus on doing just this owl today and see where we are at the end of this. So there's that. Palette is pretty much ready to go. I am still using Pro Acryl color. So I'm just going to refresh a little bit of those with some of this bold Pyro red, which is just plain red. Uh-oh. What do you need advice? Help? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's just sticky tack holding them down. Sorry. Yep. See? And then this comes off too if I have to switch it out. What do you need advice with and help? Is this I'm scared to even know, Marcus. I really am. Pop that up one more level. And then some burnt red. We have to go back to the blues this time. A drop of that. All right, ask away. Are you sure? Paper cut today. Are you sure you want people to You could always email that question to me. I'm worried. I'm worried. Just plain yellow. Some new orange. Some of that rust brown I'm going to need again. The orange seems extra watery for some reason. The other thing I could work on, is this the skeleton arm. Why is this not focusing? But I think this is mostly just the blues. The back end of it would be the yellows. Throw some of this there. Nope. Well, there's Instagram. Facebook I don't accept until you're out of college or working. You have to be 21. But Instagram, it's there. See? I don't lie. And that might have been because I saw you at Lassen's. I don't even remember. Was it around that time? It's I think it's Genocyber. GENOC1BR. Or no. Yeah. See, I remember things. I'm not that old. I need some bright warm gray. Some green. Is that me? I think it's bad when I don't know what. Yeah, GENOC1. That. There you go. I tend to stay kid friendly on there, so. Because that's did I drop frames? That tends to be I do a lot of model stuff on there too, and just pictures. Ivory, just kind of getting all my colors in here. I just did GENOC as in cat 1, the number 1, BR. There you go. Thanks. What games you playing right now, Mr. Two Shoes? What other colors do I need? Purple? No. Yellow, orange, green. Maybe. Not quite sure where I want to start with this, but some black too. I know this is boring right now. Putting out colors. Just some straight green. Again, all pro, except for a couple Vallejo colors. Rust and light rust. The rest are all pro acro. Sky blue I don't want. Jade, no. Well, let's go with that. Collapsed lung? What? What happened? If you don't want to say, that's fine. I could talk to you on Steam or something. But, wow. Sorry to hear that, man. Actually, I was going to download Warzone. But then I was like, ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get angry. Let's see where we go with this owl. So do I start with the back or the front? Let's start with the back. And I'm going to start with this really... Of course she is. Doja Cat's the best. I love her. Marcus, you crack me up. And if you start messing with my Instagram, I swear, Marcus, if you start messing with my Instagram, I'll block you. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're okay and out of the hospital and didn't catch anything while you were there, hopefully, and everything's okay. This is a really dark, kind of like a really, really, really dark red. It's Doja Cat. I'd leave anybody for Doja Cat. Shh. Don't say it. I didn't say that. COVID free is good. So I'm just going to cut. Ooh, I need some extender. I'm throwing some extender in there. So this doesn't dry out really fast. It's kind of brushing it all over the back. And up. It's going to have to kind of go here. Into here. It's beating up on there. Down into there a little. And then I think it's going to be all the way up to here. Oh my gosh. Dude. Did they have you on a ton of medication too? And I am not an elderly man. I am not an elderly man. Just kind of brighten this up a bit. And I'll pick out some of those details later. Are you back at work yet? Or just taking it easy? And Marcus, are you ready for school? Are you going to in-person learning or are you staying home? I'm just trying to see. You're not allowed to say F. I forgot the back of that was wet. Oops. So I'm kind of tapping in just this brighter color in here. Gotcha. I have a couple friends doing the same thing and they're out too. Hang in there, man. A friend that works, 3 friends. And then another couple people that do event planning, like big sorts of things. And they're all out too. So I'm thinking this would be the darkest. Oops. This would be like the darkest red up in there. You know what I mean. Yeah, that sucks, man. I mean, like sending me crazy messages all the time. Or tagging me and stuff. What he said. Mr. Two Shoes, he was just one of my 8th graders. So he's a freshman this year. I don't think Marcus realized how long I've been around. I think my first 5th graders are now 32. He's 21. You can't cuss. I meant over 21. I'm not really worried about the feathers yet. Just kind of. Elderly. Wait, maybe I. No, I'm not. Not elderly yet. I got some time. I'm just going to kind of pick out these feathers. Yeah, it's coming though. I think I can retire in 10 years. 9 years? 9 years? 10 years? It's coming. Unless kids like Marcus kill me before I get there. No, it doesn't usually. I'm using a retarder in there that keeps the paint from drying as fast. So it also is making it beat up more than it usually would. And the base paint that I used, I normally don't use either. And it's making it beat up a lot more than it normally should, which I'm going to have to look into because there's no way I'm the only one having that problem. So yeah, this drastically increases the drying time so you can blend colors a little more. What do you feel bad for? Oh, they want me to retire. Yeah, there's probably no other teacher in that building that would let you guys come in their lunchroom in their room at lunch like I did, is there? So you didn't have to go to the lunchroom? What does it look like from the front? Needs a little more color right there. Oh, sorry. Firebender. Is that an Avatar thing? Is that where I'm at? Is that Avatar? Or what is it? And let's see. Start picking these out. Put some orange into this. I don't. I want to play D&D, but I have not since I was a kid. I'd love to get into it again. I have tons, like you see, I had tons of Warhammer stuff. Haven't played that in a while either. I wanted to start like a Warhammer D&D thing at work, but the way the situation now, I don't think that's going to happen. So, do you play? Marcus, you play D&D? I mean, Firebender. Just keeping this kind of tapped in there. There's a lot of yellow in there too, I just realized. Oops. So this would be... Is that focusing? Hey, I just saw Brian. That totally reminded me. Brian had a kid? He won't be playing games for a while. I just bought this brand new like crazy 4x6 gaming table too. So we could always do days here. I'd be down for that. But yeah, I'd love to come join you guys when it gets back to normal. Let's switch off nights. With a baby on his lap, probably. That's what makes me feel old. Brian having a kid. I remember him sitting in the office every day waiting to be picked up when he was in kindergarten. Yeah, you can send me a message on there for sure. Make sure you tell your mom or dad, though. Because I don't want to look like a creep. Unless it's something you need help with, like stuff we talked about before, but just let me know. Yeah, I think I just saw pictures today of both of them. That's awesome. Proud of them. Is Taylor still teaching somewhere close? Oh, okay. Send me a message. You can still send it on the school. Actually, it might be easier on the school email too. That email address you have. Because a lot of times I don't look at Instagram messages. Yeah, she was. Yeah, that's where I thought she was. And I'll be checking school email now all the time because they're going back. Uh-oh, what's your request? I'm not gonna dance. Oh, what's that chunk? What is that? Oh, good. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This looks too yellow on top, I think. Too yellow there. Of course. Although there's gonna be you have if at HF there are some the HF art teachers are amazing. And depending on they have that whole brand new art department thing going up. You're gonna love it over there. But if you need help with something, you can ask. Oops. Come on, focus. All right, while that dries, I don't like this. Yeah, your brother is good. You guys are both good. But you're gonna have Marcus. You're gonna love it at HF once things get back to normal. I don't know a lot. Well, I can teach you what I'm showing you. But I'll try. Anything you need to know. So I'm going to move on to the blues a little bit. So grab some black and some of this blue. There's definitely some white in there. It's really kind of again, this is going to get layered, so just giving it a base, somewhere to start from. It's funny you asked me to be your mentor now, but when you were in class, did you ever finish anything? Huh? Huh? Which Gundam kit? One behind me? Is there one behind me? Yeah, I think sculpting. I think that's where it's at too. It's easier for me to make stuff that way. Let me take some of this. I don't know how to do this really. Let's see. Limited. You had a whole year. Are we limited in what we made or limited in time? Answer carefully. Now this has a lot of the feathers picked out. Oh, well, that's because we only had 9 weeks. And Miss Spevacek gets to pick what we did. It's not like Serena, where I got to do whatever I wanted. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that. How long have we been going? Half hour? Hey, yeah, I will. Definitely. I'd love to do the D&D thing. I really would. I've also I kind of like to be a dungeon master once in a while and do it that way. I've never done it. I might have to learn, but yeah, definitely want to do that with you guys. So, all right, man, take care. I'll see you. I'm gonna download Warzone and try it out. See you later. I like drawing. It's just I don't draw like um it's hard for me to draw. I'm not good at it. So I have to keep practicing over and over and over. I'm good at drawing things that I like, but it's hard. I use my drawing a lot for making sculptures. So when I'm drawing something I'm going to turn into a sculpture, that's easy for me. But if I have to draw a person without looking at someone, I am not too great at that. I know the fundamentals, but not good at life drawing. I gotta get his eyes. I didn't even think about that. There is some green in there too. But it's almost too wet. I might have to come back to this. Mr. Bender, what are you doing in your last few days of summer break? Got about a month left. Which Gundam kit? I think I have one half built back there, or I just sold a whole bunch too. I have one sitting upstairs built that I want to paint. Maybe I could do that. Gundam kits are hard though. I'm going to go back to some of these colors. Hey, Justin. How are you? It's good to see you. Master grade red frame straight. Do you have that? Or is it one you're looking at? I'm doing okay. Hanging in there. Just trying to get some stuff squared away here tonight. You staying safe? This has some yellow tip there. Oh, one you're looking at? How much does it cost? I'll go back and find it. That's no good. Come on, focus. What's going on today? Kinda. On and off. We did the online learning for a while. We're going back here soon. Um, but it's good you've been working the whole time, unlike a lot of other people. $40. All right. I'll look at it. But yeah, staying safe. So far, so good. No issues. Know a couple people that have gotten sick. Grandma's stuck in the nursing home. Good times. Not liking that for some reason. Oh wow. Which is it's a blast from the past today. Hey Dominic. Hey, the regular grade's good. Master grade are tough, but they're not that hard to put together actually. It's the painting is the hard part, but they already come in molded the right colors. So Dominic, both you guys, wow. Long time. Been okay. But your dad's oh, that's good. I don't think I can see enough. This needs to bleed into the front more. What do you do? What, you don't have to say the name of the company, but what do you do? Yeah, it's looking like some of this paint's getting too wet. That sounds like a deal. Oh, FedEx. Okay. Well, then you've been pretty busy. I don't know if that's. I don't know. It's almost like I need paler. Am I gonna? No. Actually, I was thinking I might have to for work if If I have to wear a surgical mask all the time, then I might have to, but if I can just wear my neck gaiter thing that I wear, I'm not shaving. No, that's not the right thing. It's too wet. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, that looks terrible. But it's supposed to look painty. That side looks okay. I don't know. Oh, my head. Is it? Yeah, I need to. It's Thursday tomorrow. No way! That is not true. You still have the glue cap? Get out. That's awesome. You can bring it to my funeral and tell everybody like, "Oh, this was the glue cap he gave me way back when." What year was that? Do you have any idea? That's awesome. Oh man, memories. At least you got lucky and got the glue cap and not a broken crayon. Maulers, this Firebender, he's one of my students from last year. He's going into HF this year. Somehow all my students are finding me on here, which is cool. Was your birthday? Did you come see me on your birthday? All right, I think. Needs more yellow on the edges. Oh, yes. I remember showing you. I didn't give you anything for your birthday. I don't believe it. Ah. You got a carabiner. I mean, look at that. That's better than the glue cap. At Serena, they would get the worst stuff. But it was funny. Gotta try and tap in. I have a feeling this should be brighter back here, but since you can't see it in the artwork, kind of doesn't really matter. So I'm kind of going what I think this would look like based on a feeling. Let's say that. But I want to be able to see more from the front. It's close. Let me see something. So he would be sitting right there. Kind of matches the artwork. Yeah, I agree. But that, see, I've explained it before. This picture that I have up, it's not the same as the box cover. It's a little, you can see, the light messes it up. The box cover's paler. That is a little more contrasty. So I am gonna have to go put in more black in there. You're right, and some greens, but that's a little too dry, or too wet. I mean, I need some of this wash. And some medium. Black coffee. So I'm taking some of this, just a wash. I'm going to kind of brush over all of this. I think that darkens it up the way I need it. Hey, black coffee. The best. You'll realize one day that there's no other way. So yeah, there is a little green in there. This needs to come up. This needs more black. This is just some black paint now. Mixed in with the wash. Third grade, 13-year-old glue cap. That is amazing. And you don't know how fantastic that makes me feel. That's awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. So Marcus, you have to keep that carabiner for 14 years to break the record. Well, that would mean he'd have to lose that. That's awesome. There's no one I can even tell that story to that would understand it, because everyone from Serena that knows. Oh no, Miss Van's still there. I'll tell Miss Van. But I'm in a Parker now. I'll bet you talk to me in 14 years. Oh, Mr. Bender. I watched Into the Spider-Verse again last night, and Miles Morales reminds me a lot of you. I was like, man, that kid's just like Marcus. So I'm going to have to stop it here, I think, once I get some of these colors laid in, because it has to dry. This color comes to there, yeah. Focus. Oh, what's up with this camera lately? Oh, man. I called you Mr. Bender. Or no, I did say sorry. Nope, that's not going to work. Pulling that out. It's funny. Awkward. Trying to prove himself all the time. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this dry, and I will come back when it does. Let me crank this up a little bit. So that's super zoomed in, so we know it's gonna kind of go there. It fits. Sort of. It needs a little more yellow and a little bit more green, for sure. But that has to dry. No. Not at all. Just looking. Yeah, that red needs to come down a little more. We do that before. No sarcasm. Okay. Gonna have to definitely pick out those feathers again on the top of his head. But I think I don't know why I can't get happy with that. Something's not right. I need to do some washes on this too. Send me a message. I'll be on there. I'll check it real quick. All right, guys. It was great talking to all of you. I mean it. And we'll be back in a couple days. Let this dry. And the owl. It's getting there.